My name is Abdulrazaq Awofeso, an artist from Nigeria, living in Birmingham, and we are currently at my studio in Eddington. I went to art school and my interest was actually more in painting. At first, I wanted to be a graphic designer from my first semester. Then after the first semester, I went for an internship. My internship was with a graphics company or computer company. Anytime I sit in front of the computer, I would sleep. And I was unable to achieve anything all through that period. After that, I was like, okay, still early stages. So my plan was the next semester, I'll go to a painting studio to do my internship, not graphics again. So from there, my interest, became more clear in painting. And that was where I just, furthered painting. So when I was leaving art school, I just continued painting, yes. So the pallets for me, they came about by, I was invited to a sculpture workshop some years ago in Johannesburg. So from there, after that sculpture workshop, I picked up very, very profound interest in sculpting, while I also wanted to paint. And so I was living in an area whereby it's not an industrial area, but it's an area of where they transport stuffs from Johannesburg to Malawi, Zimbabwe, and they use these pallets a lot, And I can't say I'm an environmental activist or so, but I just started, at times I would be compounded with the problem of how these things could be materialized into something functional. And being an artist, I felt like, why not? Why don't I just start using these materials as a medium? And also because they resonated with my idea of moving, migration, because these pallets would be taken to Malawi to transport goods, and they will be brought back to Zimbabwe for goods brought back, So we both have some sort of commonality that we share. I share with the palette, and that was how I started using. I found it as my go-to material, and I just stuck with it since then up until date. And I've also discovered everywhere I go is always there. They're always there. They are very easily accessible. So they always have a story. They have a story. Same way as I've migrated from somewhere to somewhere, that's the same way the pallets have been moved, from somewhere. So within this context of waste, it's always been present. It intertwines with the aspect of migration and waste. Waste coming from the West within this context, coming from the West into Africa. And pallets, also being used as a mode of transportation, going from one place to another. So there is a sort of relativity between the pallets and the fabric I'm working on as Okrika, as commonly called. So when I was growing up, I used to like fashion a lot, and I would cross from Lagos to Benin Republic. So there is the border. It used to be, so Cotonou has a seaport where they ship lots of this, where what do you call it? The larger ships arrive to dock the clothes there. So many of the traders, some go there. It's very close, a couple of hours drive. So I always go there to go. So it took me some sort of flashback of those early days when I used to cross the border to go to the neighboring country to buy those things. So it's just like I'm just reliving, some sort of early days, Yeah.